Hey guys, Never Stop Dodging here today, and we have some interesting news just been released. So first off, we have the top 20 characters announced in the Super Space Time Duel Season 1. That was the one with the 3 times RP that's just occurred. Honestly, let's have a guess. I haven't seen what they are yet, so for number 1, for the sparking, I guess it's Vegeta Blue. Yeah, it has to be. Let's see, for Extreme, it has to be one of the new ones. It has to be the Gogeta. Honestly, he's amazing. Let's see, for Hero, Shala, obviously. So yeah, I think I nailed those. Vegeta Blue, nice. Gogeta, nice. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised Whis is there. Whis is really good for God Key. And Shala. You know what, my next guess was going to be that Hercule still, because his paralyzing stuff is just horrendous. Next up is login difficulties. Nothing new here. You've seen this before, and what they do is just compensate with some chrono crystals or some sort of gift. And finally, we have this newsletter, which is pretty good, to be honest. It shows new Zenkai Awakening summons will be available next week, Wednesday, the 1st of July. Yeah, honestly it seems pretty good. As you can see from this table here, it shows that you can do single summons now. The consecutive summons are 1000 now, but look at how much Z power you can gain now. Basically 1000 is 3 times more than 300, a bit more obviously, because 3 times 300 is 900 and a bit more than 1000, but honestly that's way better, because think about it, if you get, it's 1% to get the 70, if you get that like once every 5 multis anyway, it makes up for it, because you get 70 pretty much all the time and 100 all the time, so it's honestly really good now. So you'll be able to Zenkai much better. Man, my voice is really croaky today, sorry guys. Yeah, so you'll get a freebie as well, only consecutive summons, 100 off the target awakening Z power. That's the freebie, so that seems pretty good. And yeah, look, as a 0.1%, I know it's low to get, but 1500, that's insane. That honestly will put your character at Zenkai and like already halfway through the next one. So look forward to that in the future. What they're also bringing is Zenkai for this Trunks, which has been needed for a long time, and seeing how he's going to be like a Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force counter, it's honestly going to be pretty good for the meta, because Lineage of Evil are pretty scary at the moment, especially with how much Saiyans are running around, especially with Vegeta Blue, the Shala, the Super Saiyan full powered Goku. Man, it's just insane. They're making it easier to get Zenkai Souls, which is much better, because if you haven't done so already, when you Zenkai this new future transforming Trunks from Legends Road, and you want to Zenkai him, he is very difficult to soul boost. You need to get a lot of the 1 hour adventures, and you need to do a lot of them over and over again. And it gets quite tedious, because I think for just the common summon, you'll get like around 90 of the soul boost, which is not a lot compared to what you need to be able to get him to 1400%. So hopefully this is a good change. There are other stuff happening to different areas, so guilds, speeding up the transition to guild screen. That is something that's been needed for a while, because if you haven't joined a guild or anything or gone into it, it takes a while for you to load into it, and honestly it gets a bit boring sometimes. You're just like, oh, hurry up. Next is the exchange shop. Once again, just speeding it up. That's something similar to what I just said about the guilds. This one about adventures is pretty good. Combining the return and notification for adventures, yeah, so rather than getting one each, you just get one saying it's about to be done or something like that, or that, I don't know, it's exactly what it says, it'll just be one. adding the option to consecutively run the same job request when one finishes. That sounds really good. It seems like you could get lots of that one adventure and literally set it so that that one's the only one getting done. So you don't need to worry about like, oh, it's been an hour since since your adventures have been done and you haven't been able to get them again or something like that. Honestly, really good. A sister bot, well, if you get a sister bot, a notification will be sent when it's possible to claim the items. And other stuff are getting increased, so adding the amount of souls, medals and other exchange items in your possession to the details dialog box. Ordering characters by card number instead of randomly in the character list. That seems pretty cool. And increasing the player ID from 10 to 11 digits. Nothing too interesting there. And there's some other stuff that they just haven't said yet. So if you haven't been looking at the posts on Twitter for Dragon Ball Legends, a lot of people have been saying fix PvP because there's a lot of lag going on, a lot of disconnections, modders, cheaters, all that sort of stuff, and it makes PvP hell, to be honest, especially for us Dragon Ball Legends content creators who are trying to record videos good enough for us to supply to our audience in order for them to watch it and be satisfied with what they've seen. So honestly, the more they step up their game on this sort of stuff, the better. This is, I guess, a step towards fixing it. It isn't fixing the whole thing in general, but it's helping cheaters, laggers, all that sort of stuff get like punished for basically cheating, lagging, or other stuff like that. So that's something to look forward to. This one, Multi Z Power, they are adding some new stuff to Multi Z Power, which is honestly very cool. We plan on expanding the Multi Z Powers obtainable from events by saying 1 to 3 star and 4 to 6 star upper limits from the next update. That's really cool, and this is the best one that I've read at the moment. Also, the Legend Limited Multi Z Powers from the previous announcement are still in development, so that means that soon, hopefully in the next few weeks maybe, we get Multi Z Powers that can be given to Legends Limited. Hopefully they don't make it ridiculous to be able to obtain these Multi Z Powers, like making it so that you have to only pay for it or have to spend like 1,000 chrono crystals to get one or something like that. As long as it's something obtainable, it has to be quite difficult to get because Legends Limited characters are like one of the best characters in the game, but honestly, make it difficult but make it obtainable so that everybody can get it and we don't have to grind for like 2 months to be able to get one. But honestly, looking forward to that. I wanted that for my Vegeta Blue because honestly I haven't been able to pull a single other copy since my first summons. And similar to what they've done before, they're introducing us event that's similar to the Sizzling Summer Boot Camp. This one, the boot camp was where they released the Guinea Force Extremes, I believe. Don't take my word for that because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was them. And honestly, they were really good to get. Like, they just had good synergy with each other because they're all Guinea Force, and they were actually really good. Like the Riku's tanky as hell. The Ginyu is just really good as a purple unit for Guinea Force. Yeah, they're really good. So I'm looking forward to the new extremes they bring there, and yeah, so they've said thanks to us, all that sort of stuff. They're gonna send a survey soon, so make sure to answer surveys because they tend to give good rewards. Like I'm pretty sure the last one you were able to get like 500 crystals from doing that, and yeah, that's good. And also guys, on YouTube, the Dragon Ball Legends team tend to put videos out saying what's gonna come over the next few weeks. They call it video and stuff. Hashtag 1, 2, 3, because that's like the first one they've done, the second one, third. I believe they've done 6 or 7. I'm not too sure, but honestly guys, if you haven't watched get watching because they tell you about what's coming in the future, and what they tend to do in it is they bring Dragon Ball Legends content creators who are pretty big and have a large fan base, such as Rhyme Style. He's a really big YouTuber for the Dragon Ball Legends team, as I'm pretty sure he's close to 1 million, and he is pretty good when it comes to giving feedback. He gives feedback on the game that's pretty similar to what the community is saying as a whole. So if you have anything to say, try to say to him on social media. Like since I've started doing YouTube, I've started to do it for them. And yeah, they tend to have videos with the Dragon Ball Legends producer Toshi, and they talk about what's happening in the future, so get to watching that. And yeah, that's all guys. Honestly, this is a step in the right direction. The more positive things they can do to the game, the better the game will become. And honestly, I'm down for it because I've just started making content for it, and I would love to be able to continue making content on this in the future. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.